Kristen from Manticore Arms, and today I'm going to show you how to install the X95 Cantilever Forend. Our patent-pending design offers a wealth of features in its two-part system, giving you more rail space, more mounting surface, integral suppressor mounting, and free-floating barrel capabilities. I'll be going over all the features in more detail after I show you how to install everything. Before we can do that though, let me show you what you will receive when you purchase from us. You will receive the top rail with base plate already attached, the forend, the polymer filler block, one 3mm hex wrench, and one 4mm hex wrench. We will be using existing hardware in order to mount the system onto the rifle. The tools you will need from home is a Phillips head screwdriver. Before doing anything, always verify your rifle is unloaded with no round in the chamber and no magazine. Let's get started. The first thing you will need to do is remove the top screws from the top rail. You will be using the 4mm hex wrench for this. There are spring washers between the screws and the rail. Be sure to remove both the screws and the spring washers and carefully set them aside as we will be using them to attach the new rail. You'll then remove the top rail like a hinge starting at the back. Next, you'll want to remove the fastening screw on the right side of the rifle with the 3mm hex wrench. Completely pull the entire screw out and set it aside. Again, this will be used to install the new forend. Then, you'll want to loosen the fastening screw at the bottom of the hand grip assembly using the Phillips head screwdriver. You do not need to completely remove the fastening screw. It just needs to be loose enough that the notch that it fits into the forend is free. Now you can slide the forend off the rifle. Be sure to keep the charging handle in place. You might have to gently pry it away from the forend so the forend can slide free of the barrel. Next, you'll need to remove the stabilizing sleeve that is around the barrel. This might not be easy. As you can see, I struggled a bit even after having it a little loose from previously removing it. Next, you'll need to remove the Teflon sleeve. I switched my screwdriver around so I could use the flathead part to simply slide the Teflon sleeve towards the front of the barrel, where it is a bit slimmer and therefore easier to remove. Now that we have removed the necessary components, it is time to install the Cantilever Forend. First, you'll want to install the top rail. The bottom plate will fit in exactly where the OEM top rail was. You'll then want to use your 4mm hex wrench to screw in the original top screws. I placed the screws with spring washer onto the hex wrench and then carefully guided them into place with the hex wrench and tightened them down. Next, you'll be sliding the forend into place over the barrel. You will see the top two L brackets that slide into mating slots onto the top rail. Once you get to the charging handle, you'll see the slight notch on the forend where the charging handle will fit over it. There is a small metal tab on the charging handle. Make sure that goes over the forend. You'll also want to make sure that the hand grip assembly is out of the way so you can get the forend to slide into place so it is flush against the rifle. Then, turn the rifle upside down. You'll install the polymer filler block so there are no gaps. You then can take your Phillips head screwdriver and tighten down the hand grip assembly. Lastly, take the forend fastening screw and reinstall it in the same spot it was originally using your 3mm hex wrench. And just like that, you're ready to go. Now that we've installed the forend, let's go over all the features in more detail. As mentioned earlier, and as you saw in the installation, it is a two-part system. The first being a 39-slot Picatinny top rail and cover plate assembly. It is raised to the proper height so that AR-15 iron sights and optics can be used on here. It is also cut for 300 blackout on gas adjustment access for those of you who are running 300 blackout X95. The second component is the forend itself. It is 2 inches longer than the OEM forend and features 3 rows of M-LOK totaling 13 M-LOK slots on each side. There are also 2 QD pocket points, as well as 5 M-LOK slots on the underside. The center line of M-LOK, as well as the underside, are bore line centered, making it easier to zero lasers and any other bore line sensitive items. As you saw when I installed, there are 2 L-shaped brackets that engage mating slots on the top rail. Lastly, what we have also done is we have made it so you are able to install a suppressor up to 1.5 inch diameter and still be able to slide the forend on and off without actually removing the suppressor. One last benefit. With the X95 Cantilever Forend, your barrel is now free-floated. No more contact with the barrel as you had with the X95 Polymer Forend and its 2 polymer barrel support points. The Cantilever Forend is completely supported by the top rail and the receiver. And there you have it, the first forend for the Tavor X95 on the market and all its features. We would love it if you would like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you're up to date on the latest videos. You can additionally find us on Facebook and Instagram. If you ever have any other issues with installation, please email us at info@manticorearms.com. Thanks again from all of us here at Manticore Arms.